Great morning. Love to hear it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Patience today. All right. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's jump in. Let's talk about what we're looking at going into the morning here. We got 5 minutes till market open. So bias going into the day. One thing I do want to keep in mind and I want to watch for, sell model has now been complete. Buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve. This is absolutely beautiful. This entire thing ended up playing out really, really nicely. Equal lows have been taken. We're still now holding this 4-hour fair value gap. If we look to the 1 hour now, price action retraced initially after taking sell side, came back down, now swept internal, now having initial displacement to the upside. This 1 hour fair value gap needs to hold if we are bullish. So like we said yesterday as well, is we're continuing to generate buy side liquidity on our way to the downside, right? Generate buy side, buy side, buy side, all of these highs. So I am expecting this to possibly be now buy side of the curve to go retrace and go rebalance this imbalance, go run all of these highs. One thing I do want to keep in mind here is on ES, 4 hour fair value gap here has been, again, rebalanced to rejected, then displaced lower. So we could possibly see this daily fair value gap try to get ran through, but again, we are still holding it. So right now, I am going to be more bullish, but I have to see what the reaction is. Right now, we are rejecting this order block here on ES. I want to see if we want to continue to do so or not. We are in that weekly fair value gap that we've been displacing back into. We're most likely at consequent encroachment of this, actually a little bit lower, so we have some more room to the downside, but we don't need to go there. But it is a possibility, so we're going to kind of watch and see what happens this morning. What about the big wick on the 4 hour, which... Yeah, this is super, super bullish. I like this. This is bullish. I want to see this candle flip. Based off of where we are, I think I would expect this 1 hour to hold, but again, depends if ES starts to displace through this low, because we could ES want to complete seek and destroy. And then maybe form another SMT down there, but we'll see. Again, right now it's still too early to decide. Simply just watching price action. I want to see how if we want to continue to respect this 1 hour fair value gap. I want to see if ES is going to start displacing through these lows or not, or we're going to sweep this. And Q starting to try to displace back up inside this range afterward. Looking really nice. I want to see us retrace but build more structure here. We haven't displaced through a high to the left of us yet, so I still want to see us rebalance and start to hold more bullish order flow. If we just kind of skyrocket, I don't really care. I need to see us retrace first. Definitely looking bullish though. Very, very bullish. The 15-minute looks really nice here to see him move higher. Fair value gap here could have been that entry. Good scale endpoint. Honestly, it looks pretty bullish here. I think we're most likely going to blast off here. If we can come back down and sweep this recent low, I might honestly take the soup entry. I want to see how price will react, but we might honestly just go from here after this rebalance. Came and took that internal equal highs here. Interesting. And then starting to come back down. ES having really no displacement to the upside. So that could be a sign it wants to kind of fall here. Now that NQ took that, I would expect honestly we could go back to these lows here. I might take a long if we come that. The thing is, we have to realize is this internal high already got taken. So this turtle soup, technically this could be still be turtle soup in favor of the external draw. But since these equal highs already got taken, there's an SMT. But I still honestly would believe that we would come back down and sweep this and then continue higher. This would be to just stop out the traders. But it depends if ES wants to fall or not. I want to see this get ran through here. Should fall here. Honestly, I'm probably going to scale into a position with low size. When we come back down and go take this, I'm going to turtle soup entry this with lower size. And then if we displace back inside the range, I'll take the internal model as an entry, but my stop will probably be around here. I'll probably enter with 3 contracts. Yeah, 600 risk, I'm good with that. I'll enter 3 contracts once we take these lows. Get a good entry and then see if there's an entry point to scale. But I'm also entering lower size too because this internal high has been taken. But I like where we are. Macro just opened here as well. Gonna go ahead and take entry right here. Again, low size, 3 contracts. Want to see this bounce here. ES just took that low, big SMT at these lows now. Moving my stop to this recent low. Letting this go here. Gonna add another contract here. Same stop loss. I am holding this for news. I do think the draw will be, I do want to double check though real quick what it is. It is consumer confidence, so I will be holding this in the news. My first PT is 855. I think we have a lot of room to the upside. This is looking good. I'm honestly probably going to bring this up even more because there's no reason for us to go back here. One minute. A really good risk here. Stops in place. I'm only risking probably a couple $100 here. NQ is drawing, or ES is drawing towards London low. There's news. See if we can get a continuation here. Again, stop. PT's in place. Let the market do its thing. We'll see what happens. ES is tapping this breaker on a bigger time frame here, 15 minute. Should see this move up. Want to see that first PT on NQ. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. See a continuation if we can. There we go. That's what we like to see. Trail stop. Want to see this just go fast up to that too. I don't want to see us sweep this. We could here though. Based off of where NQ or ES is, I would honestly expect us to sweep this because I think ES is going to draw towards sell side. So I'll probably get stopped out on my runner here. Yeah, I'm out right there. I still think NQ has a lot of room to the upside. I'm very, very bullish on NQ from where we are. The way that we reacted that 1 hour and swept this, I think we're gonna go a lot higher. Could have gotten stop on it on that runner, honestly. But with where ES is, we are in the breaker. We still do have these lows down here. If we do continue to hold this, then I would expect lower prices. But NQ, I think, looks extremely bullish still. I think I just got stop on it on my runner right there. But I would expect to see standard deviation be met here. So if you're still in a runner, that would be your runner, PT. That was really, really clean. Yeah, let's get some W's for that. That was clean. That was really, really clean. Yes, sir. Big dubs, big dubs. That was clean. Again, only thing that I just want to review, or like I want to make sure that I can like have a definitive answer of like, when my goal is like whenever I think like something was right or wrong, like for example, in this situation, which was me trailing my last contract or me putting it at break even, right? What's the way that I look at this and I say, okay, which one is actually the correct decision to make? Because if I held it to break even, it would have gone through. But at the same time, if we took an original buy side, normally, again, I expect to see, most of the time we won't just break out, right? Normally I would expect to see an initial sweep, then a rebalance, and then a continuation, right? And that's what we did. So it was like, did I put my stop in a dumb position to, get that stopped out? Again, it still made money on the trade, but I still you want to figure out the best things you could possibly do. But again, I'm extremely bullish on NQ. There's a lot of room to the upside. This is your runner PT if you are still in it, but take a look at my stop. I had my stop here. This line, why would your stop be here? Entered on the 15-second fair value gap. So this one right here. Okay, when price initially rebalances to a fair value gap, what does this become? This becomes the turtle soup low. So this is also turtle soup, but this is also turtle soup in relationship to this buy side and sell side of the curve, right? Price comes down, stops out, literally you, because every trader is moving their stop to here, and then we go forward. You need to put your stop at this low because this is the protected low. This low is not protected. This is protected. Why? Because this low got taken already and there's an SMT on a bigger time frame. Recognized all the confluence, making this turtle soup trade really high probability. Higher time frame bias, higher time frame fair value gap, equal all right where the soup was. Exactly. And again, it plays out the way it needs to play out. And also keep in mind and notice how it aligns exactly, perfectly with news. Perfectly with news. Isn't that weird? Must be random. Again, when you become an observer, it comes to you. Everything is already it's already created. Like, everything will align when it needs to align. Notice what happens. Again, big move here. Okay, slow. Turtle soup in relationship to external draw, in relationship to this being also a turtle soup on a bigger time frame, in relationship to news opening up, SMT. Then we fucking blast off. Could you please explain why you should not take a long on ES? Because there's zero price action that shows you should be taking a long on ES. There's zero. Like, mark up an ES chart and tell me why you would take it on ES. Because in my opinion, I think ES was bearish. Where we were compared to where NQ was when we took a long, this is where ES was. This is where ES was. All right. So, which one do you think looks more bullish right now? This or where ES is, or where NQ is? NQ just literally rallied already way back up in this range, rebalanced super slowly. NQ is at new, or ES is at new lows. NQ is way more bullish. And NQ actually has the clear draw on liquidity. ES does not. That's why NQ has more efficient price action, because this became the draw on liquidity. These internal highs, we came down turtle soup this low and then blast off. Dude, runner's going crazy right now. I got stopped out on that runner. I'm upset, but I'm not upset, but I wish I could have held that runner. When you become an observer, everything comes to you. It's already built. Justin with some Buddha shit. Dude, I'm telling you, Taoism relates to trading. Taoism absolutely relates to trading. And I think I've literally I've tapped into something when it comes to trading that not a lot of people have been able to understand. And I'm saying that like in a very genuine, like, least egotistical way of saying it. So what you would wait for is, okay, we have an external draw now, right? I would want to see these become, buy side. I want to see us, go higher, right? So how would I, look to take a trade off of this? Well, I'll need to see, again, more displacement, an imbalance be created like we did here, right? An imbalance gets created, we accumulate in the imbalance, we soup below, and we bounce off of it. That's literally how that's everything right there. That's it. Literally it. Look for an imbalance. Look for a stop rate in the opposite direction in favor of the draw on liquidity. Take the internal model. That is it. That's all this trade is. External draw. What's the external draw? This high. How do we know? Internal low gets swept. SMT at the lows. Displacement through this high. 1 hour fair value gap gets created. Well, what does that prove? That there is displacement to the upside. What do we do in the morning? Accumulate. What is accumulation doing? Generating buy side and sell side on both highs and lows. What do we do here? High gets created. This high does not get taken, so it's generated buy side. Market sells off. What is this? Generated sell side, rebalancing to the inefficiency and to go take these lows. What happens after we take these lows and this inefficiency and rebalance? Immediately rebalance back inside the range. What does this become? This becomes a turtle soup on a bigger time frame. Why is this a turtle soup on a bigger time frame? Because it's still in relationship to this model. It's an internal price action. It's a stop rate internally to go to this external draw. Then what do? This becomes the exact same thing, just on a lower time frame. You zoom in and say, okay, what's the model? External buy side, internal buy side. Internal model plays out. Switch to the external model, rebalance, turtle soup, targeting external draw. Again, what is this also? Rebalance to an inefficiency. Accumulate. What are we doing on the downside? Generate buy side. Take sell side. It's turtle soup in an inefficiency. in an area in which we expect to reject in favor of the drawn liquidity with an SMT. What is this? Fucking paradox matrix mind explosion. Sell side gets swept, displacement to the upside. What happens here, do you think? If I keep zooming in and I keep zooming in, displacement to the upside. Oh my God, initial rebalance to a fair value gap. Sell side gets taken. What happens, do you think, if I keep zooming in? Let's go to a fucking 5-second chart. Go to the 1 second. Let's see. Go to the 5-second first. Wait, hold on 1 second. What do you think happens? Sell side gets taken. Displacement to the upside. Pull back to a fair value gap. And blast off in favor of the fucking drawn liquidity. What are we doing here? Generating buy side. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. Just to be stopping out traders and then ran up. That's all it is. Market is completely fractal. It is everything, everything, everything. Blow your fucking mind. How could you see this shit in like... It's literally blasphemy to see this and say, nah. All right. Calling it there. Made my money. Gonna be completely honest, you are seriously something else. Glad that I can be a part of this community and call you my teacher. Appreciate that, brother. Glad to have you here, bro. Good start to the week. I'm done early. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Solid day. Great trade. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go take the time. Journal. Figure out what you did right, what you did wrong. And yeah, I will see you guys tonight for the charting session. We'll go over the trade and look at what we're looking at going into tomorrow as well. So enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you then. Peace out, guys.